Stephen Ewashkiw, and welcome to a 25-minute adventure yoga vinyasa practice. Please come into child's pose. Take your knees wide. Bring your big toes together. Sit back on your heels and stretch your arms forward. And fold forward. Start to lengthen your breath a little bit. Lengthen your inhale some, and lengthen your exhale some. This is an open level practice. That means everybody is welcome, and I will offer modifications going from newer practice to a more advanced practice for a few of the poses. And our theme today is self-care. Yoga is a great practice of self-care. Work to make your inhale and your exhale roughly the same length as each other. Yoga is a practice of self-care, and it gives us a chance to spend time just with yourself. By doing the poses, we get a chance to get out of our head a little bit. Just be with ourselves. So today I will offer instruction into the poses, but I will offer less detail than I often do, so that you really have a chance to slow down your mind and be in your body and spend time looking after yourself. Push down through your hands, lift your shoulders, lift your hips up, come into all fours. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. You can do feet flat, or toes tucked. Toes tucked can be a little harder on your knees, so choose. And bring your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. If you know cat-cow, you can start to move through them. For cat pose, round your back. So push your hands down, push your hips forward, lift your belly, and stretch your spine. Look towards your belly. And for cow pose, sort of the opposite. Move forward, move your chest forward, look up, move your hips back, and lift your butt up. Cow. Cat pose, round your back, move your face to your hips, hips to your face. Cow pose, move your hips and face away from each other, but lift them both up. And move through those. Cat and cow. Notice your breath. And come to a neutral spot. Walk your knees back a little, walk your hands forward a little, just open it up a little bit more. Tuck your toes under, first down dog. Lift your knees. Push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. I recommend bent knees for your first down dog of the day. I pretty much always do bent knees with my first down dog. Gives you a chance to get into your back and your shoulders a little more. Push through your hands, stretch through your shoulders, lift through your hips, and steady your breath. Walk your hands back to your feet. Come to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. If you need to bend your knees so that you can touch the ground, bend your knees so that you can touch the ground. I like fingertips on the ground rather than hands flat, especially if I'm bending my knees. If I'm really open and I can easily straighten my legs and place my hands flat on the ground that day, then I will do that. So it's an option for you. Relax your head so that it gets a little heavier, so that you can fold over your legs a little more. I'm going to be demonstrating modified versions for almost all of this class. So right now I've got my knees bent, fingertips on the ground. You can straighten your legs here. Of course you may. Uttanasana is one day done with straight legs, but there's no need to rush. Look forward and start to walk your hands forward. Slowly walk back into downward facing dog. Stretch your arms forward. Move your chest back. Bend your knees, everybody. Stretch through your shoulders. Straighten your right arm. Lift through your right knee. Stretch down and back through your right heel. So you're stretching your lower leg. And steady your breath. And change sides. Bend your right knee. Straighten your left leg. Engage your left knee. Lift it up. Stretch your left heel back and down. Doesn't matter if your heel comes to the ground. But for some of you, that's where you'll need to go to get the calf stretch. The stretch of your lower leg. And notice your breath. And follow your breath inside. Your practice can be a chance to get out of your head. To get out of your worries. To look after yourself. Your mental health, your physical health. Bend both knees, look forward, and walk forward. Uttanasana, again. Touch the ground, so bend your knees if you need to. If you're bending your knees, come up onto your fingertips. Everybody bend your knees a little, place your hands on your waist, and stand up. Tadasana. Adjust your clothes as necessary. Stretch your arms down at your sides. Look at your feet. Let's start, everybody, with feet hip distance apart. And straighten your feet, so your toes roughly are pointing straight ahead. Stretch your arms down at your sides. We're going to do 2 Surya Namaskar A's. First one, a couple pauses in it. Second one, we'll just move through. Stretch your arms up. Inhale. Hands shoulder distance apart. Urdhva Hastasana, look forward. Stay here. Push through your feet, stretch out through your fingers. And fold forward, touch the ground. Uttanasana, again bend your knees if you need to. Then get a little lift in your chest. Push through your fingers to lift your chest a little. Stretch through your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Stay here. Stay here, pull back with your fingers a little so your shoulders move back so you can find a little more length for your spine. Place your hands flat and step one leg back, then the other leg back. Come into plank pose, top of a push-up. Push through your hands so you feel a little rounding between your shoulder blades. Look forward slightly, bring your knees down to the ground. Then just a little bit, shift your hips forward. Let's still work to get a straight line between the back of your head, your shoulders, your hips, and here the back of your knees, since your knees are down, rather than butt sticking out. You can do this with your knees off the ground. I'm going to keep my knees down so that you can see the modified version if you're watching. Bend your elbows, point your elbows back behind you. Your goal here is to not collapse to the ground. So you're in charge of how much you bend your elbows. Bend your elbows a little more. Bend your elbows a little more. Don't collapse your belly to the ground. Instead, untuck your toes, bring your knees off the ground. Pull back with your hands. Pull your chest forward and up, upward facing dog. Push down through your toes. Stay here. Tone your belly, move your belly button back towards your spine as you tuck your toes, and use that to help lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. And steady your breath again. Work to make your inhale and your exhale the same length as each other. Bend your knees and exhale, look forward, and walk to the top of your mat. Come to your fingertips, lift your chest a little, push down through your fingertips. If you need to bend your knees to keep touching the ground, do. Ardha Uttanasana. Pull back a little with your fingers so your shoulders move back and you find a little more length in your spine. And fold forward. Just a little, push forward with your fingertips so you can move your chest back. Uttanasana. Place your hands on your waist, bend your knees a little, everybody, and stand up. Tanasana. You don't need to bend your knees to stand up, but this is self-care practice, so that's going to help you just look after yourself a little bit more physically. One more starting Namaskar, but without the pausing. Inhale, stretch up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. If you need to bend your knees to touch, bend your knees. Lift your chest a little, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Place your hands flat and step back to planks. Exhale. Bring your knees down to the ground, or don't. Shift your hips forward a little and bend your elbows. Don't collapse to the ground. We're going to call this Chaturanga Dandasana today. We'll work on that more another day. Untuck your toes, lift your hips, lift your chest, lift your knees. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Tuck your toes and exhale up and back into downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and walk forward. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Stand up and reach it. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, arms to your sides. Bring your feet together. Starting Namaskar B. We'll do the bits that are new a little bit slowly. We'll pause on them. First one that's new is Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Stretch your arms up. Utkatasana means fierce pose, sometimes called chair pose. Squeeze your legs together, move your hips back a little bit more so you can sit a little deeper. I want you to feel it. Feeling's good. Fold forward, touch the ground, Uttanasana. Because your feet are together, even if you could do straight legs before, you might need to bend your knees here, touch the ground. Do, if you need to. Ardha Uttanasana. Keep touching the ground. That means you need to bend your knees a little more. That's alright. It's going to help you open up your hamstrings over time. Place your hands flat. Step one leg back. Step the other leg back. Plank pose. I'm going to do knees down. You can choose knees up. Don't collapse to the ground. Bend your elbows a little. Bend your elbows a little. Bend your elbows a little more. Untuck your toes. Lift your knees. Lift your hips. Lift your chest. Up. Tuck your toes. Push up and back. Downward facing dog. Look at your right hand and come up onto your fingertips. This is going to give you a little more space to step forward. Push through your left foot. Push down and back. Step your right foot forward. If you can get all the way forward in one step, great, but if it takes a few steps, it takes a few steps. Bring your ankle under your knee. Then come up onto your left fingertips. Look back at your left foot. Step your left foot forward a little bit. Turn your heel in and spin your heel down. So your left foot's at an angle, about 45 degrees, but no one's measuring it, so you do what you need to do. Stretch your right knee forward, push down through your fingertips, push down through your feet, lift your torso, and come up. Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Stretch your arms up, look forward. If you want to take this a little bit further, you can look up and bring your hands together for Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your hands down to the ground, lift your left heel, step your left foot back a little, place your hands flat as you step your right foot back, and Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm going to do the knees to the ground version, hips forward a little, and bend your elbows, don't collapse. If Chaturanga Dandasana is part of your practice, of course you can do that. Untuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your chest. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Tuck your toes and exhale, downward facing dog. Look at your left hand, come up onto your left fingertips. Push through your right foot. Push down and back so you can get your left foot to step forward, forward, forward. It takes a few steps, no problem. Go up to your right fingertips. Look back at your right foot. Step your right foot forward a little. Spin your heel in and down so your right foot's at an angle. Bend into your left knee. Push through your fingertips and your feet so you can get a little spring up. Lift up. Stretch your arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Again, if you want to go a little bit deeper in the pose, look up and bring your hands together. Steady your breath. Bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your right heel, wiggle your right foot back a little. Place your hands flat as you step your left foot back, plank pose, and Chaturanga Dandasana. Don't collapse to the ground, so be in charge of how much you bend your elbows to build strength. Up dog. Down dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bend your knees, exhale. Look forward and walk forward. Bring your feet together. Come up onto your fingertips, lift your chest a little. Ardha Uttanasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Bend your knees are locked. Lift your arms, lift your chest. Utkatasana. Stay here. Squeeze your legs in. Stand up. Tadasana. One more Surya Namaskar. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Lift your chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Step back to plank pose, so bend your elbows. Chaturanga Dandasana. Don't collapse to the ground. That's your challenge today. Untuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips, lift your chest. Tuck your toes, down facing down. Step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down as you step your left foot in a little. Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your hands down to the ground, step back to plank pose, and Chaturanga Dandasana, which today is do not collapse to the ground. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your left foot forward. Spin your right heel down as you step your right foot in a little, bend into your left knee, Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your hands to the ground, step back to plank pose, and lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bend your knees, look forward, exhale, and float or walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet together, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, Uttanasana. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, Utkatasana, and stand up. Tadasana. Steady your breath in Tadasana. Just got one more short sequence to do here. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Step your left leg back, it's what we call high lunge, so keep your heel lifted, it's a tough move. And then open it up into Warrior 2. Spin your left heel down, this time make your left foot parallel to the back of your mat, bend into your right knee and lower your hips, Warrior 2. Turn your right palm up, Reverse Warrior. Curl back with your right arm, slide your left hand down your leg. And then come up into Warrior 2. Bend your right arm, lean onto your right leg, look back at your left hand, turn your palm up. And stretch your left arm forward alongside your ear. Twist your chest up. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Come back up into warrior two. Stretch your left arm back. Stay low in your legs as you come up. Bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your left heel. Place your hands flat as you step back to plank pose. And choose knees down or knees up. Chaturanga. Bend your elbows and don't collapse. Untuck your toes. Lift your hips. Upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. One breath. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, bend your knees, and walk forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Come to your fingertips. Choose feet together or feet hip distance apart. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Feet hip distance apart is a good place to be if you're newer to yoga. Stand up and reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your arms to your sides. Tadasana. Same thing other side. Little sequence. Inhale, reach up. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Step your right leg back to the high lunge. Push down through your toes, lift your right heel up. Warrior two. Spin your right heel down. You might need to lengthen your stance a little. Stretch your arms out, bend into your left knee and look forward. Turn your left palm up and reverse your warrior. Slide your right hand down your leg, curl your right arm back, and sit deeply into your hips. Come back up, warrior two. Bend your left arm. Lean onto your left leg. Look back at your right hand. Turn your right palm up. And stretch your right arm alongside your ear. Parsvakonasana. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Just means side angle pose. Push through your feet. Stay low in your legs as you come up into warrior two again. Bring your hands to the ground. Lift your right heel. Place your hands flat as you step back to plank pose. And Chaturanga. Up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, bend your knees and walk forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Exhale. Stand up and reach up. Inhale. Tadasana. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Same sequence again, a little bit faster. Inhale, Utkatasana. Step your left leg back, high lunge. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Reverse forward. Exhale. It's okay if this is too fast. Do it at your own pace. Inhale, warrior two. Bend your right arm. Exhale, side angle. Just do your best. Inhale, warrior two. Bring your hands to the ground, lift your left heel. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and make your way forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Stand up and reach up. Inhale. Tadasana. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Last one of these. Utkatasana. Inhale. Step your right leg back. High lunge. Exhale. Warrior two. Spin your right heel down. Stretch your arms out. Look forward. Inhale. And reverse your warrior. Turn your left palm up and curl it back. Exhale. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Bend your right arm. And exhale, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, warrior two. Bring your hands to the ground, lift your right heel, and exhale, step back and lower Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and make your way forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Stand up, reach up. Inhale. Tadasana. Exhale. Come down to your knees. Sit on your heels. And sit up. Close your eyes. Steady your breath. That last sequence was with our breath, so it's fast movement. It's intentional though. When we move like that, it's hard to think about other things. Part of the practice of self-care isn't just physical self-care, but emotional and mental self-care. Taking a break from all of the thoughts of our day, all of the thoughts of our life, is essential. Open your eyes. Stretch your arms up. To your left, twist your upper body. With your right hand, hold above your left knee. Take your left hand to your lower back. Sit up tall and do a gentle twist. Slow your breath down. Come back to center. Stretch your arms up. Twist to the right. Take your left hand, hold above your right knee. Take your right hand to your lower back. Sit up tall and do a gentle twist. And slow your breath down. And come back to center. If you have time, please join me for Shavasana. We'll spend a couple of minutes in Shavasana. But if you need to go and get about the rest of your day, of course you may do that. I really believe Shavasana is an important part of the practice, but I know that we all have lives that we have to go with. But if you can, please join me in Shavasana. Lie down on your back. Take your feet roughly as wide as your mat. Turn your palms up at your sides and tuck your shoulders in a little bit. So I push down through my arms, push down through my head so I can lift my chest a little and walk my shoulders in. Close your eyes. And then relax. Relax in your belly and your hips. Relax in your knees and your feet. Relax your shoulders, your chest. Relax your elbows and your hands. With your eyes closed, relax your eyes and your forehead. Release your jaw. And just be here for a couple of minutes with yourself. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes a little. Deepen your breath. Stretch through your elbows and knees. Bend your knees. And gently turn to your right. If you can keep your eyes closed while you sit up, do. It'll help you stay inside a little bit longer. Push through your arms, lift through your torso, and come up to a seated position. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, the prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Thank you for making this time for yourself. It's vitally important that we look after ourselves these days. Your health is important, your physical health and your mental health. Coming to your mat and doing a practice of yoga helps with both of those aspects of your life. So thank yourself for making time for yourself. And I thank you. If you would like to join me to end with one Om, please do. Exhale. Inhale. Namaste. Thanks for practicing today. I'll see you on the mat again soon.